today is the night before our inspection. We have our inspection tomorrow. We've had a lot of things happen over the last week. As you can see, we got our railing that we've been waiting on. Very happy with it. Nice steel railing. We got our island countertop. We got a backsplash behind the stove and countertop here. And then they're gonna put this hood system in. They had to put it in today. So we got that done. We're missing a piece of cabinet right here. We called the cabinet people and they said that it did not ship with the original, but we do not need that to pass inspection. So we went ahead and our floor cleaning had to go on pause for a little bit. We had to put a scissor lift back in here because originally our island was supposed to be, we wanted it lined up with this hallway right here. Well, as you can see, it's not lined up with the hallway, but we did the plumbing and the electrical to line up with that measurement. Countertop people came in and they took it upon themselves to line it up with that countertop. So it's 8 inches too far this way. Well, that's not that big of a deal when it comes to just the grand scheme of where the island is. The big deal was our lights. This light was actually too far over here because they were centered for the wrong island. So the cabinet people paid to have the painters come out, the electrician come back out, rent a scissor lift, and they basically just moved this light over. And so all weekend we were anticipating being able to clean and seal the floors. Did not happen because we had a scissor lift in here with painters and the electrician. So we got that all squared away. The other big thing that was going to happen was our island. They said the island countertop was too big to be brought in one piece. So they wanted to cut it down the middle. We didn't really like that. We asked them to please not cut it. So we gathered together some workers and we carried it in here and placed it one piece, which made things so much more, just look so much better. I'd much rather have that as one piece. We had to put these outlets down here. We're going to change out those plugs for something a little bit more tone that looks the same as the island. Down the hallway, I put all the door handles on. Everything in here is good to go except for the mirror. As you can see, toilets are in. We cleaned and cleaned and cleaned. Some of the stuff that we've cleaned we haven't finished. We just, like I said, we put it on pause, but we have everything ready. We're supposed to have our scheduled inspection tomorrow. There's one minor thing that we still have yet to get fixed again for the inspection, and they are going to be on it first thing in the morning. So I'll show you that in a minute. It's in the master bathroom. So as you come into the master, we got all this cleaned up. It's about as clean as it's going to get. We're going to come back and vacuum and mop it one more time. But in the master, you may see that we do not have a countertop right now. So the countertop was placed in here by the countertop people and then immediately covered up for the painters to paint. Well, in the process of doing that, we didn't see that they had actually put the wrong sinks in the sink. So we called the countertop people. They were out here with the island. We said, hey, what's the deal? Why didn't you guys put the right countertop, the sinks in the countertop? And they said, well, we just assumed you wanted those oval sinks. Well, we had already bought square sinks to go in. So long story short, they took them out. We're supposed to have them back by the end of the day today. It didn't happen. They're going to have them in here tomorrow. The owner has assured me first thing in the morning. And then all of the plumbing fixtures are ready to go for my plumber to plumb them in. Shouldn't take very long at all to plumb them in. We got our master shower in. And then this door was another nice little present. So whenever our interior doors were bought, this one wasn't shipped with the group. This is the wrong paneling on the door. We have 2 panel doors. This is a 3 panel door. So we put this in, the jamb is correct, but the door itself is not correct. So we're gonna just put the door handle on it, get through inspection, and then when the real door comes into the building supply place, we'll just pop the hinges off and put new hinges on with the correct ones, and everything's good, no harm, no foul. Our tub got plumbed in, everything's good to go. I know I've taken a little bit of a break, but we've just been busy cleaning the floors and trying to get everything as ready to go as possible for this final inspection. And we think we're right there at it. I mean, other than that one little bit of countertop, everything is in place. We feel like we're 99% complete, and that staircase, this living room, it's going to be the space that we had imagined whenever we decided to build this living room, the size that we did, the look that we wanted. We've got all of our appliances in. We're getting ready to put our washer and dryer in, and we will be completely done. We put our back door handles on. Everything's in place. So I'm just ready to get tomorrow over with. Hopefully we pass this inspection no problem, and we can be moving in here on Saturday, barring some sort of issue with staining the floor later this week, which I'll put up another video of that process. All right, so went to Lowe's and I got some R19 Faced Insulation. So I'm gonna, that's what I decided to use on this wall that building inspector said had to be insulated. So pretty simple process. I just measured the distance from the top plate down below the ceiling joist. There's a cavity down there. I'm just a hair short over here, so I might need some more insulation to finish this, but as you can see, it goes down. So I went all the way down to the top plate of the wall and the top plate of this wall. So the distance between there, just cut it with a razor blade, and since then I've just been putting it in the cavities, and now I'm going to seal it closed with this, which is Tyvek home wrap, just the stuff you would see on the outside of a house. I've got Tyvek tape that I used on the other insulation, and I'm going to start here at the bottom. This is 3 foot wide, run here. I got staples. I'm going to staple it every stud, and then I'm going to go up, run it back, and then I'm going to tape the seam. And then I'm going to go back over here, and I'm going to go up till I hit the peak, run it back, tape it. This is a 100 foot roll, so I definitely should be able to get all this in with this roll, because this roll was $70. But the key here was that it is durable, air and water barrier. So the building inspector said I had to have an air barrier in between my conditioned space of my living room and my unconditioned space of my attic. That being said, this is the way you do it. Insulate it and then house wrap it, sealing it off. So the warm air in there can't get to the cold air in here. And then in here, it's already an envelope space. So we may have to do some more insulation. I thought about coming back, since I didn't have the floor in here, and just sliding some bats of insulation underneath there, just to or get some blown in insulation to put underneath there, just for sound and just better envelope of the house. So I'm going to wrap this and we'll see what it looks like. So I finished up the wall. I finished putting the Tyvek wrap all the way around it and taping all the seams. So hopefully this is what the building inspector is going to be happy with. I tried to tape all the seams, even at the top. So the whole wall should be air, water, and insulated proof. So we'll see. I know that they're pretty stickler in this county, so I tried to do as, you know, tight of a wrapping and overlapping as I could. And then I think putting that door handle so now my door stays shut is a big help in keeping the air from the outside, from down in the living room, from getting up here. And then I've got a weather strip I've got to put on the bottom of that door. So this whole wall will now be insulated and air and water barriered. And we'll see if that can get through inspection. I know that was a big thing that they had mentioned I had to do before I could get a final. So, finished product.